Resident Foreign Corporation. In the international career, the tax rate is 2.5% of gross Philippines billings. Gross Philippine billings, gross revenue derived from carriage of persons, excess baggage, cargo, and mail, originating from Philippines in a continuous and uninterrupted flight and irrespective of place of sale and payment of ticket or passage documents. Passenger flights from any point in the Philippines and back. A portion of revenue pertaining to the return trip to the Philippines is not decided in the GPPB. Branch profit remittances. The tax rate is 15% of total profits applied or earmarked for remittance to the head office without any deduction for the tax component, except those registered within PEZA. Not treated as branch profits, passive income, which are interest, royalties, rents, and dividends. Equal remuneration for technical services, salaries and wages, premiums, annuities, emoluments, and other periodic or casual gains, profits, income, and capital gains, except if the above are connected with the conduct of a foreign corporation's trade or business in the Philippines. So in the illustration, non-resident foreign corporation, tax rate is 30% on gross income. So foreign corporation that transacts business in the Philippines independently of its branch in the country, the principal-agent relationship is set aside. The foreign corporation is considered a non-resident foreign corporation for that isolated and independent transaction. Illustration 5. Luncheon, a domestic corporation, has the following data on its income and expense for 2019. So the gross income in the Philippines is 7 million pesos. The gross income in the USA, 5 million. Business expenses in the Philippines worth 2 million pesos. Business expenses in the USA is 1 million. Royalties on Philippine copyrights worth 500,000. Interest on time deposit, PNB Manila, Philippines, 100,000. Payments first 3 months is 100,000. So we're going to compute the taxable income and the tax due. So the taxable income is worth 7 million and it will be multiplied by the tax rate, which is 30% of the gross income. So the total tax due is 2,100,000 pesos. Royalties and interest in deposits are subject to final tax. Note, since the taxpayer is a non-resident foreign corporation, it is only taxable to its income within the Philippines, but it's not allowed to deduct business expenses. So special corporations. Special corporations in the non-resident cinematographic film owner, lessor, or distributor, 25% of gross income from all sources within the Philippines. Non-resident owner or lessor of vessels chartered by Philippine nationals is worth 4.5% of gross rentals from leases to Filipinos. Non-resident owner or lessor of aircraft, machineries, and other equipments is 7.5% of gross rentals or fees. Proprietary non-profit educational institution and hospitals is worth 10% of taxable income. Resident international carriers, 2.5% of gross Philippine billings. ROHQ worth 10% of taxable income. RAHQ is tax exempt. Domestic and resident foreign depository bank. Interest income from foreign currency transactions with non-residents is exempt. Interest income on foreign currency transaction granted to residents other OBUs is 10% final tax. Offshore banking units. Income from foreign currency transactions with non-residents other OBUs or local commercial banks, etc. is tax exempt. Income from foreign currency loans granted to residents other than OBUs and local commercial bank is worth 10% of the final tax. And that will be all. Thank you.